We only gonna be here on real quick. Hello, everybody, and we're back with another video. Today, and I want everybody to have a safe Saturday. We are still in a pandemic. Everything has been so far good. The death rate has been low, very low. That's good. Another thing I wanted to talk about today is the road to reopening schools. Are you going to be okay with doing blended learning? Meaning be home probably 3 days out of the week, and then the other 2 days they'll go to in school, learn. So I just want to know from y'all, like, what do you think is better for your kids? Like, what's your kids do when they was doing the remote learning? Like, did they get the concept of how remote learning would be for the next 10 months? Or do you feel like it's going to be that long of remote learning that the kids may need to do? Because 5 months of the kids doing remote learning, let me tell you, my child was not with it, even though I made sure that she was doing what she needed to do. Because listen, it's not easy trying to, get a 6-year-old on a computer, you know, trying to do her work online rather than in a notebook, and teaching her how to, spell and do all that. But I had to teach her how to do that. She was comfortable doing that. She actually loved being home, but I'm ready for these kids to go to school because mama gotta work. I understand it's the pandemic, but this whole learning from school, I can't do. And if I had the money to keep my child home to learn, I would most definitely do it. So, Mayor de Blasio made an announcement that there would be blended learning, remote learning, and school class. And he wanted to make sure that everybody knew that they were taking huge measures into making sure that the schools and the kids were safe, meaning they would, around the clock, make sure that the kids are safe. You have to enter the school with a face covering. The teachers and staff have to have a safe face covering. They want to do the whole 6 feet social distance. They have the little line stickers all around on the floors and outside and in the buildings to promote that. But my whole thing is, how long is this social distance gonna last? Like, I just don't understand, because we've had outbreaks and there was no such thing as social distance. So I just want to know as to why they feel like this time around that it would be good. Now, Mayor de Blasio also said that, it has to stay below 3% of kids that, test positive, or else, the school will close. Um, I think at this point, everybody in New York City is positive. I think there needs to be another way of, testing who is positive and who is negative. I feel like if you are negative, then you can be inside the school. I feel like if you're positive, stay home and do the remote learning that way. I feel like, who is going to be teaching the kids doing the remote learning if some of the kids are in school? Like, how is that gonna, is it still gonna be the same agenda? Because it has to be different when you're teaching kids online. Like, are these kids going to be able to teach themselves? Because my 6-year old, her teacher wasn't doing the teaching from 8 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My child would have to literally log in, do the work herself once a week for about an hour. The teacher and all the kids will come together during Zoom and, communicate that way. And she would do a story time. So I just want to understand as to what is the lesson plan going to be like for it. What is the lesson plan going to be like for the next, let's say, 3 months? Another thing, and then I'm going to wrap this up and go because it's not a lot. We all know that, the schools have to be safe. They're doing everything they can. They're doing the whole PPE. They're doing the sprays. They're taking people's temperatures and all that. But another thing, during the cold winters, the virus can last in the body for 3 and more months. So, are we about to see another spike come wintertime? Because you do know right around when kids start going back to school, kids get sick. The common cold is, every year around October and November. December is worse. A lot of kids get sick in December. So I just want to understand as to how we're able to pick out what is a common cold and what is the virus. I want y'all to tell me in the chat below, do you think that blended learning is something you can handle, or do you think your child is ready to go back to school? Are you ready for your child to go back to school? So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.